my god, do it.
Sit 7, 8, fold.
My favourite.
Fold. Sit 3,
Oh,
call.
I'm not all in.
No, you just call, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
What's up?
I know I have a king.
Sit 3, bet 12. Sit 4, call.
King. Pay the board. Yeah. You guys all just want to chop.
You just see the king.
Yeah. King was more than enough. I needed like above a 5 to not look at the other card. I looked at the king, and the king was the door card. I'm like, that's pretty good.
The Life of Josh.
Yeah, mate.
6-part mini-series.
Oh yeah, what a story. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. King Deuce Deuce wouldn't have been so happy, right?
Sit 7, fold.
Yeah.
Sit 8, raise all in. Sit 2, 3, fold. Sit 4, fold.
How'd you sleep?
Place I'm staying, Airbnb, is beautiful. Got everything. One of the best I've ever stayed at. The bed.
Oh, real.
When I say horrific, it's minimum 2 wines.
Yeah. The biggest problem I have when I travel is the pillows. They're too big. I end up fucking
Yeah.
big.
I brought mine.
Yeah, it's smart.
Amazing. These are the, you know how they have $2 pillows? These are 40-cent ones.
Georgie. It's good.
Sit 7, fold. Sit 8, fold.
That's travel for
Sit 2, fold. Sit 3, raise all in. Sit 4, fold. Sit 5, fold.
Oh no, we just started just now. Six. I'll give you a ring in the break. Thanks, Vinny. Down the pants
Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to the final 6 of the Centurion here at the Aplpt in Albury. Apologies for me being slightly behind schedule. Held up in ways that I wasn't quite anticipating, but we're here now, and that's all that matters. Let us know who you guys are cheering for. We've got 6 very popular names here battling it out. Lawrence Hall, Jacob Sotens, Hung Kung Zhao, Josh Foster, Mark Williams, and Peter Yu all vying for the first place prize of $25,000. But
Sit 8,
the most
fold.
important thing at the moment is that we are not in the money. 3 of these gentlemen will not make it to a point where they're going to be making themselves any money from this one. And the min cash is a whopping $10,000. So pretty massive ICM implications incoming. Gonna be interesting to see how these guys decide to play that out. As for me, my name's Jordan Bromley. If you guys, it's your first time tuning in, welcome. If it is not your first time tuning in, I'm sorry you have to put up with me once more, but here we are. Looks like Josh is going to zip it in with the pocket queens, as he definitely should for the stack that he has.
7, fold. Yeah, sit to call.
Do you remember what the suited king was that you did last one?
Looks like nobody wants to fight, so he's going to take that one away. No, he does get called, and the king 8 turns to pair. Forgive me. The graphics disappeared, and Josh Foster is out of here.
Throw it to me.
GG's to Josh.
I was going to say throw it to me because the kid won't be able to catch. Didn't want to say it, but he's got a king.
I've got to read him.
The absolute power.
Not athletic.
Yeah, down to 5 all of a sudden.
I understand that.
With that one, Peter, you was our chip leader, 57 big blinds. Everybody else sub 30. So if he puts his foot down, he could cause some carnage.
Yep, big ball, please. Self.
If you insist.
Thank you.
Hope you guys have all got some delicious coffees or morning beverages, whatever you prefer. Acquired myself a vanilla iced latte, and I'm feeling quite happy about it.
Sit 3.
Ace deuce for Mark, finds the raise.
Sit 5, fold. Sit 7, fold.
Shout out to High Key tuning in on Facebook. Lawrence, Jack 7 offsuit, probably just a fold in this dynamic. You could defend it against min raise. I actually don't hate to defend, but can be a little bit awkward to navigate these boards. Looks like he is going to flick in the call, so to a flop we go. Ace deuce against the Jack 7. Both these guys connecting. But Mark, definitely not in the way he would have wanted. Does have a flush draw, Lawrence. Jack of diamonds, 7. Way out in front, 92%.
Sit 8, check.
He's going to check it over.
Sit 3, bet 16.
Mark finds a bet. We saw some very, very snug folds from Lawrence yesterday. He folded King Queen on a 10-4 deuce turn 9 board. He's not going to fold this one. He finds the check jam. Mark with a bit of a chuckle. He's just going to have to let this one go. Ethan reckons that Mark the Shark wins this with his hands tied behind his back. That'll be very impressive.
Sit 7, raise all in. Sit 8, fold.
In goes the jam from Jacob, 146k with ace 3. Peter, King 8 was so good for you, just one hand to go. What about this time?
46. Sit to 4.
Damien asking about what happened last night for it to end up with Peter in this position. Not entirely sure, actually, off the top of my head, what happened, but I know that he was playing very well into the late hours of the evening, so maybe head back and check out the stream, and you'll be able to see kind of how he went. King 8 for Hung Kun Xiao.
Sit 8. Call. Sit 2. Call. Sit 3. Call. 3 players.
Three-way action. 4-4-3. Pretty interesting flop for Mark. He flops himself an open ender and he's only got 13 bigs behind.
Sit 5. Bet 18. Sit 8. Call. Yeah, 18. And sit 8. And sit 3. Call.
18k call. Some very spicy turn cards could be on the way. What will it be? Ooh, hello there. 6 of clubs as Mark skyrockets himself to 89% equity.
Sit 3. Bet 35. Sit 5. Call. Sit 8.
Got a 4,
Raise
yeah.
on it. Sit 3. Call.
Straight. Fuck. Nice. Fucking like that.
The 9s go in and the 5-2 snaps it off, obviously. Five of clubs river, and that is the full double going his way.
137.
Lawrence slides down to 13 bigs himself now. A bit of a flip-flop between he and Mark. All in is the announcement from Lawrence. See if nines can do better for him this time. Queen 10 for Peter. Not going to be putting the call in here.
Call. Sit to call. Sit through fall.
Oh my god, he calls the Queen 10. Peter. With the gamble. What's going on?
Sit by fall.
Let's run it. Queen 10 offsuit against nines, and Lawrence is already standing up.
What a flip. It's never.
And there's two queens. Needs to locate a 9 on the turn or river. 5 ain't it.
Oh my god.
River card is the 3 of diamonds. GG's.
Sit to fall. Sit through. Base. 24. Sit by fall. Sit 7. Fall.
10-9's going to take that one.
Sit through fall.
Hankun with the 8-3.
Sit by.
Good read. Yeah, thanks, Crilly. The Queen 10 offsuit snap off is pretty standard. I probably shouldn't, yeah. I probably shouldn't even consider a fold there.
Sit 2. Check. Sit 7. Check. Sit 2. Check.
6 of spades turn.
Sit 7. Bet 12. Sit 2. Fall.
Damien says seems harsh being on the bubble with just 4 at the table. Yep, that must be the breaks of a 17-player field. Obviously, 3 players going to be paid, so these guys with a pretty considerable jump to the payout.
7. Fold.
10 deuce for Peter.
Set 2. Raise. 36. Set 3. Fold. That's up.
Ace queen deuce. Neither play with a flush draw. The jack high's still good. Peter flies at 60k on this board, and obviously a snap fold from the jack 9. Turn the Creed up. No, please. It's far too early in the day for us to be blasting Creed.
Set 7. Fold. Set 2. Fold.
Action folding around.
Set 3. Fold. 5, raise to 200. Sit 7, fold.
Four remaining. Jacob, the one in the danger zone here.
Sit 3, fold.
Yeah, beach me. I don't know about it. All I know is that as far as the designated payouts,
7, fold.
I'm fairly sure that that is accurate for 17 player field, that top 3 get paid. However, obviously I'm potentially wrong. Well, against the big stack, Damien, the issue that you have to worry about is that you've seen Peter put Queen 10 in twice. So it's not like he's calling very tight.
Sit 5 fold. Sit 7 fold. Sit 2 with 25. Sit 3 fold.
It would be the best opportunity to double up, Damien. However, you have to realize the risk, right? The risk is that if you try to do that and you bust, it's a 12.5k swing, right? Because you're in for 2.5k as opposed to cashing for 10. So if you do get a hand in like threes or deuces, which admittedly is on the potentially like higher end of gamble hand to jam with, Peter's calling off hands like Queen 10-0, which he shouldn't be. Good luck to you, you know? It's not going to be ending too well, I wouldn't think.
Sit 36. Sit 5 fold.
Raymond's saying I would just coast it if I was Peter. Given the ICM situation, Peter is actually in a position where he could start going absolutely bonkers and putting as much pressure as absolutely possible on all of these guys. So I don't think Peter is going to be coasting at all.
Sit 2 with 40. Sit 3 fold. Sit 5 fold. Sit 7 fold. Sit 3 fold.
Yeah, you did well. You got me from what was it, from 7, where I was like really short.
Sit
See the ace-3 going down.
That's what I needed. Yes, Kim.
Sit 7 all. Sit 2 fold.
And here we go. Jacob rips in the ace-7. Peter does put the call in with king-9. This could be it. This is what we mentioned. Peter calling off wide. Needs to fade kings and 9s. Couple 8s and a queen is safe. No hearts for either. Turn card. Is safe. Needs to fade 6 outs once. River card is a king. Can't do it. GG's to Jacob Sotens, and we are in the money, guys. Peter has landed the killing blow. And it is his tournament to lose now. Congratulations to these three gentlemen. They've locked themselves up 10K. But now it's for the first place prize of 25. That is the venture for them.
Little changes. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Gavin Brown says blind on blind play is so much fun. Well, get ready. Three-handed, you're going to have plenty of that coming up for you. Peter finding the limp with the jack deuce. Mark checking. To the flop we go, which brings... Ace, river, board pairing twice. King high is going to be very good. Ace 5-6 again. Cancun finds the check. Sorry, finds the raise. The 9 deuce backdoor straight and flush draw. Nice combination of cards to use and does take it away. Queen 9 suited for Hong Kong. Peter with the 10-3 offsuit. This could be one of those hands that he wants to find as a raised bluff. Maybe taking it to something like 42K. No, it looks like he goes to 40 exactly. Obviously, this queen 9 is too strong to be folding. It's just a matter of whether or not you play this as a jam instead of a call.
C6 call to 40.
Does call. To the flop we go. Ace Jack 7. There's a whiff for the queen 9. It's going to be difficult for him to continue against a continuation bet here.
C2 bet 65 flop. C6 fold. C6 fold.
Peter with the king 3 suited.
C2 raised to 36. C3 fold. C2 fold. C3 call to 12.
Jack deuce with the limp. Hankun obviously going to be building things up with aces. It's just a matter of how much. Looks like he goes around the 42k mark as well.
Raised to 38,000. C3 fold.
38k, should I say? Excuse me. Snap fold, obviously, from Jack deuce.
C3 fold.
10-3 this time for Hankun.
Call to 12. C2 checks.
8-3 deuce as both players connect.
C2 bet 16,000.
Ooh, 10 on the turn. Hankun picks up 2 pair on this turn card. Peter fires again.
It's 23,000.
Is Hankun going to play aggressively here, or is he going to keep the trap on this turn? Not sure whether or not this pair of this combination of 2 pair is too vulnerable, but he is going to click it up. Looks like he makes it 68k. No, 71. Peter facing this seems a little bit intrigued by it. Maybe not believing it too much. And no, it looks like he does reach for chips. Peter calls. River is another 10. Hankun with this rivered boat. Is he just going to rip this, or does he feel like there's a chance that a hand like 8 deuce finds a hero fold, or even an overpair or something? But overpairs definitely wouldn't check pre, so obviously spades or brick. His hand is somewhat disguised, and he unblocks 8x, so does he go for the full amount? Yeah, he does just jam. No, he bets 170. He gets snapped. Gets turbo snapped. Up to 48 big blinds he goes. Mark's now our shorty.
C2 raised to 25. C3 fold.
Nine 7 for Mark. Peter with king 8. This hand sent him on his way to start this table today. King 8 was the hand that he was able to utilize to eliminate Josh Foster. Raised to 26k. Han Kun with 5s, definitely coming along. Puts in the call. 70k in the pot. Oh my goodness, Jack 7-5. This is Han Kun's moment. Flopped 2-pair and rivered a boat. Sorry, turned 2-pair and rivered a boat a couple of hands ago, and now bottom set against the very, very aggressive Peter Yu. Given how Peter has played and his aggression so far, I would love to see him just trap this flop. No, he does decide to check raise. It's very large as well, 76k. That's pretty greedy. Raise to 25k. Jack deuce for Peter. $28k and a call. Grant Wheeler reckons that Mark Williams is the best player in this table by a country mile. He was a pretty good AFL player as well. Karma Hawks. Check, check it goes. Peter slowing down on the aggression a little bit. 3 repeats turn, and I think Ace High just goes into call down mode now. Does bet the turn, and now this 9 of clubs is a brick. If Peter fires again, it wouldn't shock me to see Mark find this hero. The flop check, turn, and river barrels don't really give much credibility. Does bet 70k in the snap call. Nice. Very, very nice call there from the ace high. Mark takes himself to 471, and these things are leveled out. Peter with aces this time. Unfortunately for him, nobody wakes up with anything. Hello, hello. Everybody saying hello in the chat. Nines for Mark. Peter going to bend the king 4. Couple kings and a queen. Not a bad flop for king 4 offsuit. $16k in the smooth from Peter. Turn is the 10 of clubs. That might cause some slowdown here from the nines. Seven of spades, river. How you doing, Daniel? Welcome. Yeah, doing well. Doing quite well today. King 8 for a couple of spades. Jack of Hearts turn. Yeah, that's the plan, Daniel. So Jack started popping a bit later as Mark fires this barrel off.
Those players that have registered for the Big Daddy Hunter, you may come and take your seats. This tournament is due to start in just over 3 minutes' time.
As the 10 does arrive, Mark gets there. Not a bad river card at all. Flies at 130k. And when spades get there, as well as a few of these straights, I'm not sure whether or not going to be too happy to put this call in. And the fold is eventually made. Nine, 8, and ace 10. Ace 10 flopping top pair, but neither player with a diamond. 7 on the turn adds a bunch of outs. Check from Hankun once more. And the 4 river bricks it off, but any 5 does get there, so... Hankun, if he fires this off, he has to be confident that he'll be able to get an ace to fold. Looks like he's reaching pretty deep. Fires it in here. Peter, no, it's only a 42k bet. Don't think a bet of this size is going to get it done. Peter looks at it and just throws the chips in. Looks like we're going to be heading on a break relatively soon. And with that, we are going to head on a quick break, guys. We'll be back relatively soon.
32. Sit 6, raise 100 and 6, 106. Sit 2 fold. Sit 3 fold.
Oh, you got there. Fuck.
That was only cargo fold.
Sit 6 fold. Sit 2, raise 32. Sit 3 all in. Sit 2, fold.
Oh, look at me go, not even realizing that my microphone is still muted. I'm such a spoon.
Sit 2 fold. Sit 3, raise 48.
Aces for Mark. And Kun facing this open with the King 5.
Sit 6, fold.
Not going to come along. Yeah, pro commentator. It's not like I do this for a living. Jesus. Who do you guys think is going to take this one out from here?
Sit 3 fold.
Sculty reckons Peter.
Sit 6, call.
Cancun going to find the limp here with the 10-9. Peter with queen deuce suited. One of those hands you can just check back, see a flop with. To the flop we go. Ooh, hello there, 10-9. Flopping the number 2. Peter with middle pair, backdoor flush draw. I think he can go either way with bet or check on this board. Given how he's played so far, either decision wouldn't shock me. He's been pretty aggressive. Looks like this time he's still going to temper that aggression. Can he pick up any equity? No, he can't. Dead on the turn. Cancun going to try and extract some value. Fires in a bet. 32, good for 2/3. Call on the king pairing the board on the river. Cancun definitely going to try and extract value now that any of the kings are going to pay him off for sure. What will it be here? Finds the overbet on the river. And Peter snaps him off. With that, we've got a new chip leader, Hung Kun Xiao. Up to 42 big blinds. Just like that. Poker giveth and poker taketh away. First to third, ouch, yeah, it's not wrong. Crazy, anything can happen in a tournament like this. But the hour-long levels, these guys are going to be in no hurry either. Raise and a call. 10-9 at 7 as Mark picks up the best hand. Bottom pair gut shot, Hung Kun. One other card backdoor flush draw, not out of the woods yet. Still going to win this one about 17% of the time. Ooh, the King of Diamonds is a spicy one. Takes Hung Kun's outs from 3 to 10. But that queen is no longer good. Ace River is a brick, however, and Mark checks it once more. This is probably the best river card for Hong Kong to bluff. Is that what we will see from him here? It definitely work out. Yeah, looks like he's reaching for a time bank. Don't blame him. Definitely a spot that deserves a fair bit of consideration. No, he just decides to give it up, and he's going to really see that that would have gotten through. Cheese Factory Vix asking what happened to Peter's stack. Aggression. Just a whole heap of aggression. Sing it. Who is the person singing this song at this table? Is it Mark or is it Peter? One of them's doing it. Call from the 10-9. Nice flop with the 10-9. Top pair, backdoor straight draw. I wanna be just like you. Ace on the turn changes it up though. $24K from 10-9. Call from the ace. Needs one of two outs remaining on the river. Ooh, hello there. What a river card to see for Mark. Reaching deep. This looks like a pot-sized bet of 95K.
120. Is that 6?
No, overbet. 120 and a snap call, and the 10-9 is going to take that one down. Daniel's asking, what does one do on a long weekend? Well, one finds out that there is a long weekend on. All of a sudden, Mark is now our chip leader. There do be one this weekend. Sounds like Scooby-Doo is saying that. There do be one. The Scooby-Doo be one. Ace 10 for Mark. Is that a Roadrunner reference, Raymond? It's far too early in the morning for Mel Blanc references. Peter with the 5 deuce suited, going to find the small blind limp.
Centurion raise 55.
Up goes the raise, as we would expect from the ace queen. Rubber Reggie. 5 twos for Peter.
Sit to fold.
Decides to fold. Yes, and it's 2 p.m. It's 10:50 where I am, my friend. And we've got Hinder playing in the background. What a place.
Sit to fold. Sit 3, raise 15. Sit 6, fold.
Like school. Oh dear. Sculpty says you didn't have Scooby-Doo impressions on your bingo card joining the stream. Yeah, well, that's a pretty massive error on your part then, isn't it? Scooby-Doo impressions would be top of my bingo card, tuning into some of the other nonsense we've spoken about on here.
Sit to check.
Check from the King News. Like Scoob. I didn't know it was going to be that kind of surgery. Raggy? Where are my resticles? Queen Jack Deuce.
Sit 6.
Middle pair for Hanko and Peter with bottom pair. Check, check, it goes to the turn card. Ace of clubs.
Sit 6, check. Sit 2, check.
7 river. It's the Jack 8 holds on.
Sit 6, but 20.
20,000 from this Jack, and Peter doesn't like folding.
Fail check.
Thin bet takes it out. Forget the poker. I'm here for the Scooby-Doo impressions. Honestly, I probably would be more clued on with Scooby-Doo impressions than I would any poker strategy. So, probably make a pretty good point there. 8K and the check. So to a flop we go. Ace 8-3. Neither player connecting here. King changes that though. 10 on the river as Jack High gets there with nothing. Peter resists the temptation to fire in a bet. Look at you go. 20K. Obviously no hero this time. Really, if Aiden and I have a bit of a night out, chances are that it's going to get to a point where we're just going to start doing Scooby-Doo impressions and just giggling like children. You can always tell how good a night is purely by the total amount of Scooby-Doo references that get made. Still three-handed action here. Mark with 9 doos. Heng Kun with 9 doos. These guys playing snap. Time to see which of the better 9 dooies will win. On that flop, neither of them. Was it Melvin Do or Melman? Maybe it was Melvin. It's been so long since I've seen the first Scooby-Doo film. Apparently they're rebooting it for a TV series. Can anybody confirm that for me? I saw some new like casting stuff get released about it. But they're doing a live action they're doing a live action Scooby-Doo. Beachmere reckons Scooby-Doo jumped the shark 50 years ago. Or Beachmere, you're so lucky I don't have admin privileges on this. You would be getting banned in a heartbeat. Lumberjack reckons that Mark has these guys in a headlock. Yeah, Mark is really running these guys over at the moment. Ethan said that earlier. He reckons he should have tied Mark's hands behind his back and he'd still win. Thanks for tuning in, Lumberjack, by the way. Good to see you. Peter with Jack 7. I feel like he's had Jack 7 about 5 times. Sixes for Mark. he's going to click it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Krillza says, "Can we get a ban, please? That's slander." It is, Beachmere. Yeah, yeah, we all remember the Scrappy Doo fiasco. We're all adults here. We can say that it was terrible.
C2, raise all in.
In goes the jam from Peter. Obviously, Hankun not doing anything with 9-4.
C6, fold.
The fold is made.
C3, raise 32. Z6, fold. C2, all in.
In goes the jam from Peter once again, this time for around 23 blinds. Brown Wheeler says King Jack jam for 20 is a bit silly. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, but he's probably a little bit frustrated given how swingy his experience three-handed has been. He had all of the chips before. Now he is the second shortest stack. Beachmere with another searing hot take. Any TV series, live or animated, automatically jumps the shark when the characters decide suddenly and for no good reason to start singing in a pop band.
C2, call.
Peter with the limp. See, Beachmere, I'm of the opinion that a TV series jumps the shark when it has one of its main characters go on a holiday to a lake and physically jump over a shark. Or a beach, for that matter. Ace Jack finds the ISO, and that'll be it. And Happy Days wasn't the only TV show to do that. Yeah, I know. That's why I had said that that is typically the precedent. The precedent was kind of set by the Fonz, but It's not the first time it happened.
Sit to fold. Sit 3. All in.
Ace deuce jams.
Sit 6.
This is how you abuse a chip lead, folks. Mark Williams putting on a bit of a show now.
Sit 3. Raise 32. Sit 6. Fold.
Trust you, Beachmere. I don't really think you have to worry about being off topic. Some of the things we speak about here, you'd be wondering whether or not there is a topic to begin with that we should stick to. Raise from the ace 3. Peter puts in the call with 9-4. Ace 9-6. Both these guys with a pair. Milshark says it's poker. Is anything discussed really ever on topic? There we go.
Sit 2. Fold.
Queen of Hearts turn. Beachmere asking if I'm commentating at Brisbane. No, I won't be at Brisbane next month. To be honest, I actually need to figure out how exactly I'm going to commentate that series, because I'm going to have to be vacating where I'm staying at the moment. So,
Sit 3.
not sure how that's going to eventuate, but we'll figure it out on the fly, I'm sure. Taryn reckons the ICM hell Peter and Hankun are in right now is disgusting. Yeah, you're not wrong. Definitely won't be very comfortable for them. Why is Waddy announcing this like he's at the track? Am I the only one hearing this? Ten 3 and 10-3. What's these guys having the same hand over and over together? Background raise call was difficult to hear, but I agree. It's like Mooney Valley or Flemington. I mean, come on. Let's not give him that much credit. That's a bit. He's doing a good job, but I don't know if we're at Mooney Valley right now. You know. Jam from Peter. Is Hankun going to wake up? Oh, I thought that was King for a second. Instead, it's King 8. Jack 10 for Hankun. First, though, Mark's just going to jam on these guys with 6s. Oh, this is good poker to watch. This is a very well-played chip lead. You can see the stacks. Earlier on, Peter and Hankun were at 25 and 26 big blinds, respectively. And the blinds haven't gone up, and Mark's shot up, and these other guys are sub-20. It's his tournament to lose now. This is very well played. Peach says, we're missing the intoxicated 19-year-olds stacking around holding their high heels. We're not at the races yet. That's a good shout. Ace King 9. Not a bad flop for Peter. Very sneaky blind one, and well, he turns the best possible hand now. He's got the nuts. No point to bet. You want to try and let your opponent catch up in any way they can, and he does so. River, Queen of Hearts. Taryn, I'm not gonna mention that, but that's pretty funny. I don't know him well enough, so. Nil Shark says, not just at the end of the day, try after race 3 when their partners have blown all their money on short place favorites, so they hit the courtesy bar. Sounds like you spend way too much time at the races, guys. I don't know if I want to know more about this. Jam from Mark. Oh, Hankun has a decision with ace 5. He puts it in, and it's 5s against ace 5. Let's see all 5. Gonna have to locate one of 3 aces to remain in this one. Can they do it? No help yet. Turn card is another 4. Needs an ace and an ace only, and it will not arrive. GG's to Hankun Xiao, finishing in 3rd position for $10,000. And I've been informed, guys, that we are just going to head on a 5 to 10 minute break to get heads up play kicked off. We're going to sort these guys to either side of the table, get the cameras aligned, make sure everything is nice and smooth. Peter Yu against Mark Williams, heads up. We'll be back in roughly 5 to 10 minutes.
full blind. Gonna act first pre-flop, second post-flop. Still an ante in play, so 8k, 16k, 16k. Good luck, boys. Yeah. When? Yeah. Yo.
You gonna play the jack style?
Yeah.
Welcome back, guys, and we are off in our heads-up battle. Mark Williams against Peter Yu. Mark's going to kick us off with jacks.
C3 correct to set it to C7 fold.
Jack 4 and 9-4.
C7 fold.
Chris Isaac blasting now. Music selections today have been very good. Good work to the venue staff.
C3 call to 16. C7 all in. C3 fold.
All in from Peter. Quick fold.
Trying to make a sketch of different commentary styles, and that was the hardest. Thought I'd get it out of the way first. I was gonna like read off the screen, but I was like, oh, I can use the lenses as binoculars, so it covered my eyes up to memorize that whole spiel. So the more I could do it, the more.
You were filming yourself. You were
Yeah. Thank you.
That's not Chris Isaac. This is a cover. He's a big phony. This hat comes right off. 7-5 for Mark, 10-8 for Peter. Peter reaching.
C7 fold.
Decides to fold.
C7 fold.
Mark waking up with all the hands, but not getting any action for them.
C3 call to 16.
All in is the request, and a count is also requested. 274, good for a touch below 20 bigs. Don't think Queen 10 is going to be good enough, but I've said that before, and that was what got Peter into the position that he was at one point in this event. So never say never these days. Anything can happen. Time bank used. He does call. Queen 10, King 4. Let's see all 5. Queen 10 4. Sorry, Queen 5 deuce. My goodness. 7 turn. Needs a king on the river. Instead, it's a jack. And all of a sudden, GG, Mark Williams is your Centurion champion. That heads up was over before it even began. Barely gave me an opportunity to get comfortable, but he's going to take home $25,000. GG's to Peter Yu as well in second for 15. And Han Kun Xiao with 10,000. That'll be it for the Centurion, guys. I've been told that we are going to have coverage of the Jackstar coming up a little bit later on this afternoon or this evening or early evening. But until then, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, if you're watching on Facebook, like the video, follow the Australian Poker League on Facebook, likewise on Twitch and YouTube at PlayAPL. Make sure you give a subscribe and a follow. My name is Jordan Bromley on behalf of Joel Williams, Brendan Hardy, and the crew on site. Thanks for being here. We'll see you guys next time.